The record-breaking attendance of friends, family members, and well-wishers witnessed at the introduction ceremony of Aminat Aderonke Are, the beautiful daughter of Nigeria's former National Security Advisor, Colonel Kayode Ara retired, and Idris Olabode Adekeye, son of Nigeria's former Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Ganiu Tunde Adekeye retired, which was held at the residence of the bride in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, was taking a step further at the traditional engagement ceremony that took place at the landmark event center in Victoria Island, Lagos, on Thursday, the 4th of September 2014. The close relationship of the fathers of the couple, retired Vice Admiral Ganiu Tunde Adekeye, Nigeria's former Chief of Naval Staff, and Nigeria's former National Security Advisor, Colonel Kayode Ara retired, which began at the Nigerian Defense Academy, Kaduna, over 4 decades ago, where they both began their military career, laid the solid ground on which the relationship between their children, which went through years of incubation, has finally sprouted, germinated, and borne the fruits which have brought their decades, who are from Offa in Kwara State of Nigeria, and their rise from Abeokuta in Ogun State, close to being one and the same family through marriage. That the fathers of the couple, with the solid support of their spouses, through their exceptional brilliance and hard work, rose to the pinnacle of their career with meritorious service to fatherland, earned them the respect and goodwill of people across the diverse segments of the society. This came strongly to the fore through the caliber of those who honored them at the engagement ceremony of their children. There are lots of positive lessons to learn from the pan-Nigerian, cosmopolitan, and highly detribalized disposition of the fathers of the couple, retired Vice Admiral Ganiu Tunde Adekeye, Nigeria's former Chief of Naval Staff, and retired Colonel Kayode Ara, Nigeria's former National Security Advisor, who, although are both from the southwestern part of Nigeria, are married to women from different ethnic extractions from theirs. Without any doubt at all, the training in the military, which strongly emphasizes that Nigerians must see every part of the country as their constituency, must have played a major role in influencing that kind of attribute which should commend itself for emulation by the new couple just beginning their lives, and indeed all Nigerians, because there's a lot of good in it in moving the nation forward. This is even more so in this critical period of nationhood we're passing through, where our differences on account of religion, ethnicity, and political affiliations are tending to pitch us against one another at the slightest provocation. Indeed, the Adekeye and Are families, in the friendship and relationship they have cultivated over the years through their different interactions, are out to build a new Nigeria, one indissoluble entity. It was a pan-Nigerian atmosphere that prevailed in every aspect at the traditional engagement ceremony between Aminat Aderonke Are and Idris Olabode Adekeye. The opening prayer was said by Professor Ijak Oloide, former Vice-Chancellor of the University of Ilorin. The chairman of the occasion, General Martin Luther Agwai, who is a former Chief of Defense Staff and now Chairman of SHOPE, admonished the couple to endeavor to imbibe the attributes of patience and perseverance, which are key ingredients of any successful marriage.
Marriage is a special occasion ordained by our Creator. He wanted us to legally and morally multiply. And I'm so glad that these two families have allowed their children today to legally and morally join together to multiply. And I'm so glad that the marriage has caused so many rivers in Nigeria.
Sir K, the popular master of ceremonies at such functions, led other anchors to set the tone for the event, with the usual anecdotes to properly situate the role of the families of the bride and groom, as tradition dictates in such matters. family of the groom declared their intention and presented a letter of proposal to the bride's family, who received it with prayers of gratitude to God. The gold-plated engraved letter of intent by the groom's family was joyfully displayed for all eyes to see by the bride's mother. A quick letter of acceptance was dispatched to the groom's family. The mother of the groom also took it round in company of wives of military officers serving and retired, especially from the Nigerian Navy, where for 5 years, when her husband, Admiral Adeke, served as Chief of Naval Staff, Haja Fatima Adeke, the groom's mother, was the president of the Navy Officers' Wives Association, NOAA. The groom and his friends went through a series of exercises from the mistresses of ceremonies, which ended in the groom paying homage to his parents-in-law, who prayed for him and welcomed him warmly to their house. The groom also paid his parents visits and they prayed for him. The beautiful bride, Aminat Aderonke Are, a lawyer, supported by her friends and heavy provision of music, glided into the arena looking ravishing. She connects straight away with her parents and her parents-in-law, who removed her veil and prayed for her before she went to meet her husband. The acceptance letter was read to the audience by the younger sister of the bride. The couple exchanged their wedding rings and cut the engagement cake.
You need to know what I'm saying here. Family meeting has started. Together I say L, O, B, E. One love, keep us together. Thank you.
And finally, Aminat Aderonke Are was formally handed over to her new family, who received her very warmly. At the logo and Ogwashuku dancers, as well as dancers from Ofa and Egbaland, where the parents of the couple come from, entertained the guests throughout. The engagement ceremony of Aminat Aderonke Are to Idris Olabode Adeke ended with a robust entertainment splash. Yinka Ayefele was very much in his element as he thrilled the guest with his best vibes. parents of the couple, their friends and family members converged at the Oriental Hotel's Lekki, Lagos to be witnesses at the session to give legal backing to the marriage. In the presence of officials of the Marriage Registry, Ikoyi, Lagos, the procedure began with the officials taking the couple through the nitty-gritty of the implications of putting a legal seal to any marriage and the penalty that awaits any one of the parties that flout the rules.
As you are here today, look how many families is here. But the day after this war, the family that will face will be more than this. A lot of us that are making far, if you really support them in your prayer, in your advice, God will also ask us questions. So please, ladies and my dear sister, please make your marriage work. Make it work. You have good example. Your Bible will tell you that it is not easy to be married. Patience is the form of all. True ambition will be ready. That is what if you are patient, there is nothing that is impossible. So I think to you, God will bless your marriage. As many good things we want in life, God will grant it to you.
The couple then exchanged their wedding rings, signed the marriage register, and were presented their marriage certificate.
He or she must honor the law of God. You need to deserve this.
Oh,
I believe you gave her the full consent to marry Idris Olamide.
Yes.
So that you have any objection to the marriage?
No.
Okay. I pray punishment will never be their portion. That all my statements as contained in the affidavit and attested to by my signature are correct and true.
How correct and true?
The whole truth? The whole truth? So I would like you to unveil I, Idris, endow you, Aderoke, as long as both of us shall live, till death do us part. Amen.
Please clap for them.
I, Aderoke, endow you, Olabode, as long as both of us shall live,
As long as both of us shall live,
till death do us part.
till death do us part.
Amen.
Amen.
Stop.
The reception of the marriage took place at the upscale Oriental Hotels in Lagos, which was filled far beyond capacity by top-of-the-range personalities from different parts of Nigeria and beyond. Again, giving credence to the enormous goodwill and connections of the parents of the couple in the vital corridors of influence in the social, economic, and political spheres of life in Nigeria. The reception could indeed be regarded as an avenue of coming together again for members of the Nigerian military and their spouses, both past and serving, who were clearly in the majority at the event, as they once again shared the usual esprit de corps that the military is noted for over the years. Of course, friends of the parents of the couple from other disciplines, the corporate environment, with key players in the banking and financial sectors, the business community, which had the likes of Africa's richest man, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, Alhaji Razak Okoya, and Mr. Femi Otedola, among others. The advertising, public relations, and media sectors had the likes of Mr. Biode Shobanjo and wife, Joyce, Mr. Tunde Adelaja and wife, former Minister, Mrs. Dupe Adelaja, boardroom guru, Otumba Adekunle Ojora, and wife, Irelu Ojolakwe Ojora, Dr. Bolu Akiolubade, The traditional institution had the Amiable of Okpoma Kingdom in Bayelsa State, King Ebitimu Bainigo and wife, who were joined by some other traditional rulers and the White Cap chiefs from Lagos, who represented the Oba of Lagos, Obarilwan Akiole I, former Senate President, Senator Adolphus Wabara, Senator Emmanuel Azo Agboti and wife Cordelia, super technocrats Professor Oladapo and Mr. Steve Orosai, who both served as heads of service of the Federation, were also there. The political class are the likes of former Governor Benga Daniel of Ogun State, former Governor Shegun Oshoba of Ogun State, former Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Princess Sarah Adebisi Shoson, the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babatunde Raji Fashola, and Ogun State Governor, Senator Ibikunle Amosun, who was the chairman of the occasion. Indeed, Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Ibadan, and the southeast axis of Nigeria's social establishment stood still in total support of mothers of the couple, Hajia Fatima Adekeye and Mrs. Ngozi Are. The female frontliners in their various disciplines turned out in their most gorgeous outfits, keeping strictly to the color scheme of the day. Chief Mrs. Bola Obasanjo, representing her husband, Chief Mrs. Nika Kondi OON, Senator Daisy Anjuma, Mrs. Tumini Akogun, Chief Sena Anthony, Mrs. Mary Anebode, Mrs. Liz Keru, Mrs. Shadi Olatilo were all there as jolly good fellows and friends that provided the Are and Adekeye families the broad and dependable shoulders to lean on as they undertake the enterprise of marriage for the very first time in their families. The Deputy Governor of Bayelsa State, retired Rear Admiral John Jonah, came all the way from the glory of all lands, which has produced Nigeria's president and leader of the black race, to give the much-needed support to a worthy leader and boss, father of the groom, Admiral Adekeye. Talking about the coverage of the event, as an authority in this area, the Are and Adekeye marriage splash has clearly set new standards in this area. It was an avalanche and deluge of all the media houses, print, electronic, and the social media that descended heavily on the Oriental hotels, Victoria Island, Lagos, to capture the sight and sounds of the event for posterity, and also for the consumption of the various publics, both locally and beyond the shores of Nigeria. Of course, it's only the BCOLA Shell BOS, Nigeria's #1 general interest magazine show, with its detailed cutting-edge coverage backed with sharp visuals that can give your events that clear global edge over others. The Aminat Aderonke Are and Idris Olabode Adekeye wedding formally began with mothers of the couple and their friends dancing heartily into the arena as they were welcomed by the sugar band. Following in double quick stead was the entry of the bridal train, the groomsmen and the bridesmaid, who indeed engaged one another in some sort of a dancing competition that the audience enjoyed thoroughly. This prepared the grounds for the grand entry of the bride and groom. From the famous underground tunnel right inside the fit for purpose banquet hall of the Oriental Hotels, Lekki, Lagos, that took the event to the zenith and got most of the dignitaries completely awed, dazed, and dumbfounded. While the razzmatazz lasted, the couple sized each other's dancing skills up, and the audience were the better for it as they soaked in all the excitement. The event began with the prayers and the opening remarks by the chairman of the occasion, Governor Bikuli Amusu of Ogun State, who enjoined the couple to love and respect each other and avoid the third-party influence, which is inimical to the progress and success of any marriage.
From our place, and I'm sure that I can speak for both families. Please, Ronke is your sister, is your mother, is your everything from today. Love one another, have God in your home, and I know, I'm sure, you will have a very peaceful marriage. Marriage that will be blessed with lovely children. What they are doing for you today, you will do this for your own children too.
The cutting of the wedding cake was conducted by Governor Babatunde Fashola of Lagos State, who asked the audience to cut the cake after the spelling of the word love.
Can I have an L? An O for this new and blessed couple. A V for vitality for this couple. And an E for a never-ending union. And can we pronounce it together?
The bride's dance with her father and the groom's dance with his mum were other highlights of the event. The bridal dance saw the couple completely lost in each other's hands.
It seems the husband is dancing more ginger. Tell me what you want. Oh, 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 oh. I just wanna get feeling. Oh my gosh. Cause you really touch your body. I like the way you do your body. Make me want to be got me body. Got me body. Ha ha. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The throwing of the bouquet of flowers by the bride brought a lot of the bride's friends to the arena in a hot contest to see who's next in the marriage line. The toast of the bride and groom was given by a very close friend of the couple, Sheyi Liz Keru, who played a very impressive role in the arrangement of the marriage. He asked all to rise and clink glasses to the success of the marriage. From then on, the sugar band went all out with a marathon music session that encompassed different idioms of music, with the couple, their parents, and friends joining in the big fun. May God bless the marriage between former Miss Aminat Aderonke Are, daughter of Nigeria's former National Security Advisor, and Idris Olabode Adeke, son of Nigeria's former Chief of Naval Staff, Admiral Ganiu Tunde Adeke.
oh.